between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready, 54, Mike 54, ready.
They'll run on first down. Tyson, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
Now, there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
On first down. Tyson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garrett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Jackson from the shotgun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Raekwon McMillan. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Looking to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. In the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, there goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Tyson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now, it's Goodwin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
On first down, Tyson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That burst good for 20 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the Giants' 19-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Come on. Slam.
Second and 5. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Back to throw. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Watch the slant.
They'll try and throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The completion to Riddick. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Riddick, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Got it! 54! Mike, 54! Here we go, here we go!
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easier for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
Dashing through the snow. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 12.
Eddie Weber. 52's the mic, boy.
Jackson from the shotgun. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 2nd down, Tyson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. formation. They'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple. Jackson completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now it's Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You
mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. Jackson will throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On second down now, it's Goodwin. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Right back to him on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run the counter. Tyson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
You better be ready.
looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Steps away to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Jackson to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 13 yards. Good for a Giant first down. He's back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 17 yards and a Giant first down. He'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to... About the 35-yard line.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime, obviously a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
They'll run on first down. Goodwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They keep it with Smith on first down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, so close, but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. They'll roll him. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here's Matt Hawk now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Godwin, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Set it. Put up. Check. Fresh now.
They'll try the left side. It's Goodwin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You got him. You got him.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go, D. Hey, just get it.
On 4th down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A 3rd down gain of 19. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This to win it in overtime. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through.